Welcome back to Unwisdom. We are picking up right where we left off, working on this gunpowder rocket TNT shop. I'm putting in the last couple of panes of this window, the big window in front, and then we are most of the way complete. I've got still a little bit of black concrete to put in, and of course the roof on top. This is, I've decided, as far up as I'm going to go for right now, which is not very tall compared to a lot of the surrounding buildings, so maybe in a future episode I will come back and, I guess, expand. This is what it looks like with that window in place. I still need to finish up this concrete, but I did put in some pathways and a new lamp post. So I did a little decoration. It's still a bit basic, but I think it does the job. Got some pricing information here, and I did go up and put the rest of the concrete in, plus some hanging lights and some doors here. And now for the final touch, you guys are going to get to find out what I had planned for here. And I'm hoping that this actually works out, because I'm not 100% sure that it will. But we're going to give it a try. This looks vaguely TNT shaped, so I'm gonna stick with it. I do need to put some more granite over here to even this out. I had also tried to make a rocket instead of the gunpowder and the TNT, and yeah, let me just tell you, that was not pretty. We won't even be showing it. It occurred to me that I could actually make a lot of fireworks stars with the different colored dyes and gunpowder, and I could actually sell those in the shop as well. So I'm gonna run over and grab some dye. I'm gonna put the paper in here as well, just because that's probably what you want if you're coming in here for that. Tuck these extras in here, and then all of the gunpowder can actually just live in these chests. Happy with the way it came out, and I am ready to move on to the next thing. So it's actually been a really long time since I recorded that last clip, because I went on vacation for about 2 weeks. In that time, the realm has actually been pretty active with other people online. My brother, his girlfriend, and my cousins have all come on and made some builds, some interesting stuff that I would like to show off. So I'm going to try to get some of them online to give me a little tour, and also to credit them with all the work that they've been doing, because it is pretty impressive. Hello, this is actually your debut on the YouTube channel, so that's pretty fun. The whole area over here looks like way different though. This is pretty crazy. I was like so surprised that you guys were so active while I was away. Cause this whole barn, like, how long did this even take you? This is like a couple hours. At least.
It definitely took a few nights mainly. I played a lot when I got off of work early.
Okay.
It didn't take that long.
Yeah. But this is like the really like crazy part down here. If I can get over the fence, the quarry is twice as big now. I think that's fair to say. Like twice as much stone has been removed in time since the last recording where the quarry was. And that's just like all this deep slate and the geodes and everything else that's exposed now. That's like, it's a lot. It's a lot of stone. And of course we're totally out of storage again, right?
Yeah, we're down to like 1.5 chests that we can use for cobblestone.
Yeah, so I gotta add some more.
Yeah.
And then all of this is new over here at the garden.
Yes.
It looks really nice, actually.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, the other garden got in Noah's way, so he said he just wants something small and for the crops that we'll actually use.
Yeah, he's been complaining about that since like you first put it in, and
Yeah, yep.
now it's a fountain, or not a fountain. It's what is this little pond?
I don't. Yeah, Noah made this. He's not done with the middle yet. He wants to do some stuff to it. Not sure what.
Okay. Well, it looks really
Yep.
cool. I love the little fishies and the sea
Thank you.
cucumbers and stuff. It's fun.
Yep.
And then while I had my ear infection, I was working on Noah's storage in here. So now we've got more than you guys can use, I think, except for the stones. So all of this is full of regular stone. Actually, this one I cleaned up. But the cobblestone is just absolutely, there's too much. So I guess I'll have to keep digging down and adding chests. Let's see. And this is the overflow. You think you're going to fill up the overflow really quickly? Or you don't
I don't think so.
Okay.
Some stuff we just put in my storage room downstairs for the random stuff.
Oh yeah, let's go look downstairs while we're here. Because I think a lot of this is somewhat different from the last time I was in here. And I pulled out the noisemaker that's been plaguing you guys for ever and ever. Well,
yep.
One of them. Because there is another one. I could actually show you where I put it if you want to know.
Oh, we actually found one.
Was it
last night?
Oh really? You found the other one then? That's hilarious. Yeah. What is this room, by the way?
I don't know.
It's just a room.
As of right now, it's just on the list of stuff that has to be done.
Yeah. Well, the base is coming along. It's looking really nice. I love the geode amethyst blocks in here.
Thank you.
It's neat. Guest bedroom. Oh, this is definitely new. Even since yesterday.
I was working on this while we were figuring everything out this morning.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw you playing around with the moss blocks.
Yep.
That's funny. I think this down here is more or less the same, I think.
Yeah, I started my bedroom last night, but other than that.
Oh, down here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You needed more bedroom spaces.
Yep.
If everybody's going to be hanging out over here all the time, which seems to be the case. The quarry is a popular spot these days.
It is.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about with the other noisemaker that you found. Came up here.
Yep, up there.
Because I found it and then I put the bamboo there because I was like, oh, I'm gonna forget where it is if I don't put this in. But then I didn't want to get rid of it right away either.
Yep. Last night we were just digging and it was like, oh.
Yeah. Big changes over here overall. It's looking it's looking so much prettier too, because
I think so.
It used to be very functional, and now it looks like a base that's actually taken care of.
Yes, this is true.
Next to a big hole in the ground, but
yeah, besides the point.
Well, that was nice. We only had my brother's girlfriend online to show off the recent changes, but it was still pretty good, and you guys got to see everything. It's quite a lot, isn't it? But this is the nether entrance to the quarry, as you can obviously see there. It looks, I think, quite a bit different as well. It is, however, a ghast spawning area, so something's got to be done about that. Yeah, as you can tell, because it's blowing stuff up. I'm also told that there's been some changes underneath my castle. Since the last time I was on. I had talked to my brother about building, or rather digging, a very large hole underneath of here, which I had started, and you probably saw that in prior episode. But this is a whole lot deeper than it was the last time I was down here. So what is the plan for this? I am not 100% sure just yet, but it's gonna have to be full of staircases and sneaky passageways, as is the way with the castle. I was thinking a dungeon would make sense, an armory maybe, some vaults, stuff like that, you know, standard castle things, because up above in the castle there's so much space, but a lot of it looks like this, right? Where there's hallways, there's big open areas, and there's some rooms, you know, here and there, but for the most part it's all kind of yeah, useless. So yeah, expanding downwards seems like the way to go in order to get all of those essential castle things. And my brother has been very helpful with getting me closer to that goal. He is also keeping me very, very stocked with stone, which I appreciate, because pretty much all of the stone that I had before went towards building this giant mountain range. But anyway, we are back in the city now. I have another shop in mind that I would like to build yet this episode. We'll see if I'm able to actually get it done or not. I do know what I want to build. I just don't know yet where to put it. I know I want it closer to the portal, and there's not a ton of room over there anyway. So I think maybe back here? Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this building right here that never was actually given a purpose to begin with, and I will build my new shop over here. So I was thinking a sword would be a pretty cool look for an iron shop. Make it an iron sword that is stuck halfway into the ground. This is obviously still much too short, but I have already used up all of the iron blocks that I brought. I do not think that this much iron is enough to fix that problem, and that is definitely not enough coal. And, you know, I don't really have much iron here either. I think I'm gonna have to sit at the iron farm for a while. This is gonna take so long. I mean, even if I take all of these, I mean, I've only gotten 30 in the time that I've been here, which is like 15 minutes. I mean, I'm making it partly out of wool already. Maybe I could abandon the iron block idea and just use white wool instead. This is an abomination. And I'm thinking maybe I better just chill with the pixel art type of shops, because this is just not it. It's just not it at all. So we're gonna tear this down, and I'm gonna go have a long hard think about what a shop is supposed to look like. So this is kind of a rough idea of what I'm going for now. I don't love this. I think it's in very rough shape at the moment. Mainly I don't like how flat it looks for the walls. And I was trying to fix that with some like logs poking through, but I don't think that's the right solution. I do like the little roof that I started to make, but it's too low. So either there's going to be a second roof up above, or I don't know, I'll just move this one. So on this tower here, I had these corners that kind of stick out and they look completely different. I mean, they still complement it very nicely, but they're very different in color and shape and everything. So if I put something like that, maybe I'll have a little bit more depth. That's kind of like an old school Minecraft trick to kind of make a build pop and give it more texture, which this one is in desperate need of. I think I'm figuring some things out. I got rid of the spruce logs sticking out on the sides and swapped this in. I think it looks a lot better. Some oak hiding underneath the edges of the roof. Gives a little bit more depth, and of course having anything here at the windows really makes this build look a little bit more present, I guess. I have some idea as to what the top is gonna look like now, so I'm gonna go grab some more materials for that. This may have been a questionable choice. Okay, I'm not sure if this is really better, but one thing is for sure, it did mess up this roof part, and I think I might just change the roof and keep the columns. This is seriously one of the like top 10 weirdest builds. Okay, well, while I decided what to do with that mildly ugly tower over in the Tundra City, I figured I would just come over here and add some of that storage that I talked about earlier in the episode. So I have gone and done that. It's through this little door in here. I actually put some slime blocks in case people fall through the trapdoors up there, but there's 3 more rows of double chests now for storing stone, cobblestone, deep slate, and cobbled deep slate. Some of these are already starting to get some stone into them, which is pretty funny to me. But yeah, that's taken care of now, and I think I've got some kind of plan for what's going to happen with that tower, so can head back over there. I think a lot of the issue with this tower right now is just the simple fact that I'm trying to make it too big, and I don't have really a clear direction for the design for it being that big. So I think what really needs to happen now is I'm going to take the top off of this, and we're going to go back to the smaller design that I initially showed. Because, I mean, building up and out and making the top bigger than the bottom is kind of a questionable design choice to begin with. So I'm going to take all this back down, and we're gonna go back to the other style of roof that I had before. And I think I'm gonna try to add a base, like some kind of platform that makes it stand out a little bit more from everything around it. I'll try to do a little more work on the windows, and I'll probably make the roof just a little bit bigger, and hopefully all those things together is enough to make this look like an actual shop that isn't just an ugly mess. Okay, we've just about got this all the way down to where the roof used to be. I'm thinking I might leave this bit of roof and bring this part up. I need to fly down and see whether that'll look nice. I think it will, though. I think, well, I need to get rid of this outer column here and go back to the single spruce log going all the way up. Okay, I already feel like this looks so much better. I kind of don't know what I was thinking with the top of this tower, building it out and bigger than the base of it. So I'm very happy with the fact that the roof is a little bit bigger. I think that helps a lot. I'm kind of thinking that like an A-frame would look pretty nice on top of here. I think that's a common design choice for roofs like this. So then, yeah, something like this would be kind of the idea, where the front of the shop being on this side would be open with a little triangle like this, and the same for the back side. And then we go up like this on the sides. And I am just realizing that there's kind of a critical problem with this idea. This is 2 blocks for the top, and I don't really know how I'm gonna deal with that, because this one comes here and this one here, and that's fine and everything. But do I put this like this for the top, and then usually you would have 1 block in the center here so that you can do kind of a nice little point like that off the edge here? I can't really easily do that with it being 2 blocks wide. I could theoretically leave it alone and just kind of put the rest of the roof on and let it exist at a point like this and not bother with the dark part on top. It needs something more on top. I think for it to just end like that just doesn't fit the rest of the roof. Okay, that doesn't work at all. Honestly, there's a lot of problems with any approach that I take to try to solve this. I definitely can't leave it like that, though. So the A-frame doesn't work because I can't put anything nicely on the top of it. My solution is gonna be to get rid of the A-frame entirely, and we're gonna go for the central point that I was kind of trying to avoid, but I think I have a pretty good idea for how to make it work. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna make it totally square and symmetrical on all four sides. And I'm gonna misclick for about the millionth time this episode. And it's all gonna come together in a nice little point at the top. Dark oak going all the way up like this. Honestly, maybe they shouldn't be stairs. Maybe they should be full blocks here, just to have a little bit of extra texture. Yeah, that looks way better with the blocks. I still am not 100% on this build, but I feel like it's leaps and bounds above what it was before. I mean, it's not bad. No, I kind of like this. I think this one is the one that's gonna stay. And with that, I will work on the windows now. This is my idea for making these windows look a little bit nicer and a little bit more pronounced on this building. I think it works. I almost wonder if I have the windows up a little too high. Like if I just brought them down a little bit, it wouldn't make sense though with the door being where it is. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's okay. Anyway, here we go. We've got a little base to this structure, a little platform with some stairs and things that makes it look a little bit more sturdy, so to speak. And I think I probably want to come back with some moss and fill out all this area with moss carpets. And then of course I do need to do the inside here. Finally got the inside of the shop complete as well. It looks, I think, just as weird as the outside, with it being like a single path that just goes all the way up to the top here for pretty much no reason at all. But yeah, I did realize that I can't stock this shop without the iron, and I left the iron over at the quarry because I put down my redstone box and didn't pick it back up, and that's where all of my iron is currently located, so I need to run all the way back there and grab that. But I did put the path in, which is looking pretty nice, and I terraformed this a little bit. There's my redstone. Hooray! Taking you with me. If you spell applesauce with just A's, it sounds like ah! Let's get this iron in place. I decided to do 2 blocks for an emerald. I'm sure some peeps will let me know if 2 blocks of iron for a single emerald is too expensive, or I guess I'll find out if I get cleaned out right away that it was not expensive enough. Really have no frame of reference for how much stuff should cost sometimes. But regardless, I think that's a good stopping place for this episode. I was getting a little worried that we were not going to be able to finish this shop, so very glad that we were able to do that and get it all finished up by the end. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.